Hello Sagittarius, welcome to your 2022 tarot reading. I am a little bit late getting this out and I do apologize. Anyhow, this reading will be covering the next 11 to 12 months. Going through 2022 into 2023. And I am using the new deck from Laura Collis that she gifted me for my birthday. And I will also be featuring, for any kind of clarification, Tarot of Marseilles. This deck was sent to me. Again, thank you to Debray Publishing. They sent me that other deck that I was featuring, the Native Spirit Tarot. They also sent me this one, and they sent me a third one, which I will be unveiling this week as well. And in the description box, there is a link to go to their store. Discount code Mystic Jen, all one word. You can receive a discount off of the deck. And yes, I do receive a small commission on each sale that from everybody that uses my link. Anyhow, let's get into your reading and see what is coming up for you over the next 12 months. Okay, I am going to lay your cards out, and then I will go over them each one by one. Okay. Five of Cups. The Sun. That's positive. The Sun. Best card in the deck. Knight of Pentacles. Seven of Cups. And the Tower. Well, 2022 is definitely going to be a shake-up here. Surprises, things out of the blue, unexpected. Queen of Pentacles. The Chariot. Page of Pentacles. Got a lot of pentacles here. That's your physical world. Speaking of world, and you've got the World card. Okay. Five of Swords. Ace of Swords. And last card, Judgment. Okay. Under the deck, we have the King of Swords. And he is standing for having mental clarity. And using your intellect, strategizing, speaking the truth. This is about somebody in a place of authority. And, you know, seeing that there is judgment here, Ace of Swords here, you know, there could be some justice that is being done. justice being served this year. Something coming to light. You know, kind of like, I keep hearing consequences. That there are some consequences that may have resulted in certain actions, whether that's you or somebody else. Okay, let's start here. We're starting with the Five of Cups. Now, this particular card is representing the summary of this past year. This is the summary or the theme of 2021. The Five of Cups is somebody who is very sorrowful. I apologize. May have some kind of regrets. You know, something may have upset you in this past year that you may have felt alone. There is a sense of abandonment here. But there's also was an opportunity of a new love, a new partnership that, you know, maybe somebody here is regretting not taking advantage of a partnership because they were actually too focused on the loss and not what they actually had to gain from this loss. Because what I'm hearing is that this situation may have been a blessing in disguise. So 2021 was not an easy year for you, Sagittarius. And moving on to the lessons that you had to learn in this previous year. We have the Sun. Now, being that this is a lesson that had to be learned, the Sun is drawing my attention as something bright, something hot. You may have learned a lesson of burnout. Some of you may have pushed yourselves to the limit, maybe burned yourselves out. And the Sun is also rejuvenating. It is healing and growth. So, all in all, what I'm getting from the previous year is some disappointments and losses that you may have suffered that taught you some lessons, things that you had to work through. And this is like healing time. 2021 was all about healing. Healing from a disappointment, a loss, a heartbreak. Now, as we move forward to the Knight of Pentacles here, this is your hopes for this year. Your hopes, you are hoping and wanting to move forward. You want something solid. You want somebody loyal. And I'm hearing that you want the pace. Pick up the pace in something. Because I feel as though there's been a lot of slow motion, a lot of stagnation. I feel like, okay, so you're building something solid, but maybe it was moving very slowly. And I get this sense that you want to move ahead because you went through this dark night of the soul, if you will, in 2021. Now, you're looking forward to the future. Things may be moving a little bit slow, but it's slow, steady progress. I still get this sense of, come on, let's speed this up, let's fast forward. But Spirit is saying that you need to take things slowly. It's like the turtle wins the race. Slow and steady wins the race. And, you know, your way of going about this, or what is motivating you, has to do with your dreams, your desires, your fantasies, with the Seven of Cups. Your Seven of Cups is representing everything that's whirling around in your dreams, all kinds of options. You have a lot of decisions and choices, but with the clouds here, you may not be seeing things clearly. So there might be a little bit a sense of fantasy here. And Spirit's drawing me back to this card. I need to be practical. Come down off the clouds. Come down to earth here. Because it's almost like this fantasy land, things not being realistic. Okay? And there's a tower that is an obstacle. Your obstacles for this year deals with the tower moment. And this is letting the tower fall and rebuilding. And you might have some obstacles in rebuilding because your method and the direction in which you go may not be realistic. You may want to move faster. Like acting without thinking is what comes to mind. You need to be practical. And I feel that that is your chore for this year. Be practical, make practical decisions, get out of fantasy land, be more realistic in order to rebuild, overcome this obstacle. This was something tragic that had happened to you. I think this is something that's already happened to you that you're still dealing with in 2022. But it's a case of needing to be realistic. Because Spirit just told me, without being practical, going on a whim, kind of a little bit recklessly, it could blow up. I mean, it can, Spirit said blow up in your face. But a nicer way of putting it would be, things may just fall apart. You may have an unexpected upheaval. So this is very important that you be practical. And sometimes that is not easy for a Sagittarius. Okay, moving down to the next. This here represents areas of life. Love and romance, emotional and partnerships. We have the Queen of Pentacles. She is somebody who's very nurturing and very practical, very generous. Okay, and this is about being very practical in your love life. I feel like I'm seeing business. That if you are single, you could be meeting somebody in a place of business. Some of you could also end up in motherhood. Just saying. But working parent. You know, I swear 2022 can bring a baby. I just want to put that out there now. For some, obviously it's not going to be for every Sag, but could bring a baby. But I feel like that the overall feeling is entering into a very nurturing partnership. And it's been a long time coming for you. If you are already in a partnership, a domestic partnership, this could be indicating growth and expansion. Continuing to nurture. But motherhood is screaming in my ears, let me tell you. Okay, as far as your finances, work and career, we do have the Chariot. So there is some kind of movement or change happening. There could be travel. You may be traveling for work in 2022. Maybe you're taking a job that involves driving, commuting. Okay. But this is success. It represents success also. I feel like success in business and finance and career this year. And like I said, I do feel very strongly about traveling for work. For some of you, this could also be indicating relocation in 2022. You might have to relocate to find work or to get that job. Your overall well-being is the Page of Pentacles. The Page of Pentacles is a new opportunity, a new solid physical opportunity. And for some of you, this could be overcoming physical limitations, overcoming ailments. I'm feeling healing over here, but we'll get to that in a moment. I feel like, just kind of like this opportunity that is going to come to you, that is going to change everything for you. It's going to set you on a new path. And I feel very strongly that 2022 is going to be more career and finance focused than it is going to be love and romance. I'm not saying love and romance isn't there, but I feel as though most of you who this will resonate with are already in a partnership. And this is the working mom. Or the working parent. And looking directly at this Chariot. You might be a little bit reluctant to pick up your roots. But this is almost like an offer that is too good to be true. Not too good to be true, I'm sorry. Too good to pass up. Okay. Look at the fine print, though. But I feel like physically, emotionally, mentally, there's planting new seeds. It's going in a new path, new growth. I feel like a new start. Moving on to your spiritual health. Okay, spirituality, your belief system. We have the World card. The World card represents success and completion. Something that you have been nurturing. We have the nurturer over here. Something that you've been nurturing, that you've been taking care of, that you've been, what do they call that? I'm hearing a nest egg. But I'm feeling like it's turning into a new chapter. And the serpent, to me, is representing renewal, shedding the old. This is about also, when I said the obstacles, about breaking down old patterns, old behaviors, and letting that tower fall to rebuild. Both of these cards are going hand in hand about rebuilding, a new chapter, or maybe even a whole new book. But this is the end of a cycle, and Spirit's saying end of an era, okay? And you are setting off on this new path. Okay, let's move forward down here. Okay, we have, starting out, what you need to focus on. Okay, or what you will be focusing on. And this is the Five of Swords. And you're like, why would I want to focus on such a, what people will consider this a negative card? But what this is saying is, you know, you may have disagreements, you may have conflicts, competition. You know, you may feel like you were treated unfairly and kind of in that mindset of defeat. And your focus is about recovering from this and focusing on how to change your view on situations, your view on the past. And this is, I'm hearing Spirit saying, release. Releasing this energy. And the lessons you have to learn in this year is the Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords is representing new thought process. There you go. Swords are about communication. They can be conflict. And they're about truth, conflict, communications. This is air. Okay? Changing your mindset. And this is your thought process. Changing your mindset and starting over. Okay? And I feel as though you're going to have a breakthrough. Okay? New insights. Maybe even new visions and shifting your focus. And it is a card of success. Being successful in overcoming this mindset and changing things around. And the overall outcome of the year is the Judgment card. As we all know, judgment is decisions. Judgment is something that is absolute. Sometimes this could be the wake-up call. So I feel like that in 2022, you're having this wake-up call, this epiphany, so to speak, with the Tower and the Judgment. This is like the sudden awakening, new phase. You might even, with these three cards here in line, you may even be having some kind of spiritual awakening in 2022. You're going to see the world differently. Your eyes are going to be opened up to the truth of the spiritual realm. And there is this rebirth. You have a theme here with these three of rebirth. Coming out of something tragic from last year. Getting over the disappointment, the betrayals. Moving past that. Being open to a nurturing relationship. Being successful in your career. Opportunities opening up. A change in your overall well-being for the positive. The negativity, the toxicity of the past coming to an end. And there's a sense of renewal and regeneration. Rejuvenation. And I feel like you had to learn some tough lessons. Maybe you had some truths that you had to face. But you're doing it. And changing the attitude of defeat to, okay, it's their loss, not mine. Okay? So, I don't feel like I need any clarifying on this. But this is a very, very good reading. Very positive. Okay. And we are going to get a couple oracle cards to close things out. Patience. And we've got these angel wings. This almost reminds me of this card. Look at the similarities. Very similar. I'm getting a similar vibe here. Okay? And this is talking about having patience with yourself. I feel like having patience with yourself. Patience up here. When you want things to move forward quickly, it's calling for some patience. Okay? It's calling for you to not rush things. Okay? Not rushing. Moving forward. And number 16 corresponds with the Tower. You know, it's still this general energy. You know, 16, the Tower, the Epiphany. As you go through these changes, it's important to be patient with yourself. Okay, anyhow, that's what I have for you, Sagittarius. Please do make sure you hit that thumbs up button, subscribe, share, and comment. And I will see you in the next reading. Blessed be.